hello you, welcome back to Geekism. We're here in another brick in the mall. We're going to actually carry on with our mall today. We've been working down here on our little entertainment complex, but we're going to carry on with the strip mall in this episode. First of all, we've got a few comments and bits and bobs to get sorted. We needed a name for both our little tiny liquor store down here. It's doing pretty well, and also our little bowling alley with built-in fast food place. So we needed names for all of those. The liquor store is going to be called Alcoholism, which was suggested by Napoleon, and that is just a play on the term of alcohol and geekism. I don't mean to cause any offence for people who suffer from alcoholism. It's a terrible illness, but I think it's such a catchy little name. It fits really well. So let's go to manage and go all the way down to here, store 20. There we go, and we can click up here and call it alcohol. I just spell alcohol. Alcohol. Was it double H? Alcohol. No, that's not right. Alcoholism. There we go. Alcoholism. That's good. And then we'll make sure storage is named as well, so we don't get mixed up. And let's call that alcoholism storage. Okay, thank you very much. Also, it was mentioned by David Littler, suggested Geek in Spirit, which is actually a really good name as well. Also, liquor store isn't benefiting from a tier 3 demand because you haven't met over 50% liquor shelving, which is a very good point. So let's see if we can fix that. We have that one is liquor, wine, beer, ice cream, beer, and beer. So really, we need one of these shelves to be liquor instead of something else. So as soon as we have 2 beers in the fridge, we're going to make this one liquor, and then that'll get sorted hopefully next time somebody comes in. Then we haven't got to worry about it now. It'll be 4 out of 8 is liquor, and then we'll get the tier 3 structure in there. I don't really know what that does yet, but it's something we need to work towards. And then Matt, the heckling medic weeaboo, has if you don't accept non-geekism themed names for the fast food place in the bowling alley, it should be called turkey sandwiches or something, as turkey is 3 strikes in a row in bowling, if anyone didn't know. I think that's a pretty good name, but I'm not going to call it turkey sandwiches. I'm going to call it turkey subs, because this is an American mall, and a turkey sub is the sort of thing I would imagine they would have. So fast food restaurant number 22, although it is a mighty fine catchy name, now becomes turkey subs, which I think is awesome. Nice little nod to the fact that it's stuck in the middle of a bowling alley there, and we'll call it turkey subs storage. Awesome. Okay, let's have a look. So that's pretty much done. Select. Okay, so we've got space up here. We'll probably put another restaurant up there eventually, or maybe we'll leave that for maybe if there's an update in the game that brings out arcades or something. We have got a little arcade down here. It's not really doing much. Somebody pointed out. I can't find the comment. Hold on, let's see if I can find it, because it did make me chuckle. Megan Rail, can you imagine trying to watch a movie while people are bowling right to the side of you? Yeah, this is a really, really well insulated wall. There is no sound coming through this wall at all, I promise. But yeah, good point. Now, we've only got $3,000, which isn't very much money at all, especially when it comes to building these sort of long corridors here that we've got. So rather than just letting the game run, let's have a look at taking out a loan, which I know is something we can do. Let's have a look. Finance. We can take out a loan here. So our loan duration is going to be 100 days. Okay. And the daily debt is going to be, oh my god, that's massive. So daily debt is 100. That's what we pay back, is it? So amount loaned is 7,000. Interest is 2.5. Okay, I think that doesn't seem like much money. Let's click it. Take out loan. So has that just given us 10 grand? Right, it's given us 10 grand. Yeah. Okay, well it's still not much, you know. Still not much at all. But I'm sure does it just start to pay itself back? Does it? Pay off early. Oh, we've done. Did we just do that? Oh my word, and it cost us £3 for the trouble. Right, in that case, let's leave the game running for a little bit. Okay, we'll let the game run for a little while now. We've got 64 grand in the past. Still, it's not much though. It's still going to go pretty quick. So I'm thinking rather than spreading this out, we'll do that in the last episode. This is going to be a 10 episode series, by the way, folks. So we will spread that out next episode. Today we'll do a few more buildings down here, basically telling me that checkouts are full, which pretty much just means that we need bigger stores and more stores, but you know, that's something that we're not going to be doing because then you end up just filling the whole place with stuff, and I'd rather it just be a nice looking, functioning little place. So we've got our liquor store down here. We're going to build a few more stores down here. So let's have a little look what we can do. Store. I kind of want to see what we can put onto shelving, really, to figure out what's going to be next. Let's have a look. Food shelf. We've done quite a bit of food. Whoops, didn't mean to press that at all. Let's have a look. Build, that's what we want, isn't it? There we go. Objects. So, normal shelves. One thing we haven't done yet, look, there's a lot of stuff here. Drugs, diapers, deodorants, tooth care, that kind of shop, you know, like a super drug type store. I think that's probably a good one to build. So let's, no, like a drugstore. Okay, build. Foundations. We'll do this a little bit bigger. I think this deserves to be a little bit bigger than the liquor store. So we'll do let's do 20 by 15. I think that's fair enough. And then we'll build a wall here. Maybe a bit more. Little section like that. And then roadworks are going to come all the way down here. And we'll have staff only parking. As soon as this wall's done, as soon as this road's done, we'll have staff only parking. There, and there, and then we'll have a loading zone there. Is that good? Oh, 2 loading zones. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. We'll have some doors then. Let's get to objects, and we'll have staff door here and here, and then we'll have a couple of double doors into this because it's going to be a bit of a bigger store there and there. Okay, great. So table is mostly electronics apart from the fruit and veg stuff. Clothing rack, we don't really need more clothing. See, pallets, washing machines, dishwashers, that's going to be a big store that we do up the top there. So mostly this one is going to be shelving, really. So let's put our checkouts in. Where are our checkouts? There we go, checkout counter. And we'll have these probably running down this long area here. 1, 2, we can get 3 in, can't we? So let's get 3 in. 1, 2, 3. There we go. So people coming through this door go out through that door. That's going to be the idea here. Shelving wise, we'll keep it pretty simple, I think. I think we'll just keep it like that. There we go. One more row there. We're keeping a row free here for the, to really make use of the aisle there as the door comes in. Okay, and we want a little bit of nice looking stuff going on here, so we'll do that and that. ATM probably in this store would make sense, I think. There we go, so we'll pop an ATM there, and we'll leave this for just queuing, because I think this is going to be quite a busy little store, this one. So let's figure out what we're going to put here. Oh, we need to assign the shop first, don't we? So let's assign it as a store and all that as well. And then we'll assign its storage to there. Okay, and then we'll go to manage, store 24, assign storage. There we go. That's that done. Now we can start putting stuff. Should be able to start putting stuff. There we go. So household items. So we've got 5 there. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 there. Tools probably not really for this store. So we've got 15 altogether. 5, 10. Oh, we've got 15 things as well. So basically one of everything. That's pretty good. So let's try and organise them a little then. Have this row to be, yeah, household stuff. No, household stuff is probably nearer towards the back of the shop, I think. Why is it just still showing me store for 24? Does it do that for everything else? No, it doesn't, does it? For some reason, store 24 is staying there. Okay, and it isn't going away. How strange. Never mind, we'll deal with it. So health and beauty. Let's have cosmetics. What should we have next to it? Soap and shampoo. And deodorants and tooth care. That's sort of all washing-y type stuff, I guess. Pads and tampons. First aid. And toilet paper. I mean, it's all kind of random stuff, really. There's no sort of rhyme or reason to how any of this sort of stuff is laid out. Shaving cream and razors. It's just that next to the diapers. Drugs, I kind of want by the till. There we go. And there we have household items. Detergent. Yeah, this is a bit of a mishmash, but stuff is on the shelf. Bed sheets. Cookware and dishes at least next to each other. That kind of makes sense. Okay, that last row is a bit of a random one, but that's not too bad. I mean, that's cost us nearly 50 grand, 40 grand that has, but it's okay. We'll make it look a little bit prettier. So let's floor tiles. I'm thinking, you know, like a light colour here. Maybe even that one. I mean, it's not much, but it's subtly different, I think. I mean, it might be quite different, actually, but I'm quite colourblind, so I can't really tell. One thing we need to do is put something on the alcoholism floor as well. Let's go for tiles like that. Okay, now this place is really messy. So I think another thing we want to build down here is a little second maintenance area that we can stick at the back here. So let's go to walls, foundations we want, yeah. And we'll build it just there. It doesn't have to be anything major because we don't have the money to do it, so we won't. Instead, let's just sort the stuff out here. Okay, so select, assign, no, manage, there we go. Store 24, staff. What time are you open? 9 till 5. Let's open you till 10. And hire a cashier. No, we don't, but there's a good store clerk we'll hire. So you can come in at 9. Yeah, shop opens at 9, that's fine. So hire cashier. They're all pretty crap cashiers. Oh, really good store clerk again. You're probably not a bad cashier either. So you can come in at 1 for 8 hours. That shuts at 9. So 2 for 8 hours will take you through till 10. 9 till 10. Yeah, okay. 1 store clerk should be enough. So there's our drugstore open. Oh, and finally store 24 has gone away there. So we're opening up in a couple of hours. So that's good. We can see it go. We can see what sort of footfall it gets. Sun's coming up. Very good. And any minute now, our staff should be making their way in. Here we go. And it's all on the store clerk to begin with. It really is all down to you, buddy, to get stuff on the shelves. Ah, now we're open. Yeah, those white floor tiles look perfect for this sort of building, actually. Oh, and we're off. People are coming in and buying stuff straight away. Means this bit of car park's getting used up. A lot of people are going to this car park and then going up there. It doesn't seem that they're too bothered about it, having to go all that way. A lot of jaywalking going on, folks. I thought really people would come into this and they would only have so far they could actually access, but they seem to be pretty happy about it also. We'll keep going. I'm hoping these are all just telling me they're full and full. Yeah, not really much we can do about that. It's only a little store. We do need to sort out some sort of janitor down here though, because our janitor just isn't making it. I wonder if it's just a case of having more janitors on. Let's have a look. Maintenance centre. Janitor. Yeah, let's just hire another janitor. You're a pretty good janitor. You can come in at 9. And let's hire one more. Oh, you're a really good janitor. You can come in at... let's have you coming in through the night. A bit more. There we go. Good stuff. Hopefully that'll keep the place a little tidy. I'm not too sure. Oh yes, somebody has been down here and cleaned up, which is fantastic. This place is getting pretty busy pretty quickly. Happy about that. We should have got sell 60 different types of products. Of course, I was going to say we should have got a thing for that because that's loads, 15 new stuff basically. Queues are full. You know, I mean, it's a good problem to have, isn't it? Let's be honest. It just means there's not much we can do about it. I mean, we can probably add a bit more staff here on Geekism, on Geekos, sorry. But other than that, I mean, this is really quiet up here. I don't know why that one's so quiet, really. Food place is quiet. Midnight now, so all this will be closed. Did we keep that open till midnight? Or is the alcohol store 24/7? I can't remember. Oh no, cancel that. Manage. Oh no, opens till 2 in the morning. Okay, that's good. Get last people coming in to get their buzz on. Alright, good. That should have made us a bit of money yesterday. 11.5 grand. That's pretty good going. Okay, great. So I think that's probably all we're going to be able to do in this episode. Or we've got enough money probably to do one more little store here. Maybe we could do a little fresh fruit and veg store. That's something we haven't done yet. We could do like a real nice little farmer's market store. So let's go to build walls, and that's going to cost 3 grand. Okay, so what I want to try and do, I want to build this quite nicely. So that's 6 by 15. I'm going to build you 7 by 9. And then 6 by 15 again. And I'm going to pause you. Am I? There I am. Because, they were just walls I was building there, annoyingly. Oops. That's what I want to do. Sorry, I wanted foundations, not walls. Yeah, that's good. Hopefully it'll fix that. Looks like it's fixing it. Yeah, cool. Oh, no, not quite. Hold on. One of you is a bit too... You're 5 across, you're 4 across. Do you know what? I only want 4 across, actually. So let's remove foundations. Take that from there. And then we might have to put the wall back in, I think. Sorry if I'm being a little bit quiet, by the way, folks. It's quite late while I'm playing this at the moment, and there are other people in the Geekism household who are fast asleep. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's fixed it for us. We'll just need to re-add the wall there. No, I just want to add a wall. Oh, we're skint. That's why. We're all out of money. Oh dear, oh dear. Well, we're earning money as it comes in. It looks like the money gets paid into the bank at midnight, I guess. So even though this number's going up here, we're not actually receiving this cash yet. We won't actually get that until midnight, I believe. So it's 5 at the moment. But yeah, I'm thinking we'll do a little farmer's market here. I wanted this area, just in case they ever had like plants or outdoor sort of areas or something. We could add a sort of outdoor courtyard. A farmer's market's the sort of place you would have that kind of thing, isn't it? You know. Let's have a look. Car park's filling up nicely. This middle section's a bit useless here, but you know it will be, isn't it? People are going to park up closer to where they want to be. So yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll finish off. We'll have a little strip here. Our last episode, I'll let the game run for a good hour before we start, and we'll have loads of cash to carry this mall right round. We'll do a big, huge department store, and then I think we've kind of seen everything the game has to offer right now. Really, it's mostly just a sort of management game after that. Let's have a look. Is our cash coming in any second? And bingo, there it goes, at 9 grand in cash, which is great. So now we should be able to put that wall in there. Looks like it's letting us do that. And then we'll go to objects. Okay, let's have a look. Where's that? Doors. We'll put a double door. Actually, we can put them on the side. That might be quite interesting. We've only got 5. But yeah, let's put our double doors there, and hopefully it'll finish the wall off. There we go. That's nice. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And let's go to floor tiles. I want to make the whole room. Well, we don't have quite enough money to do the lot, so we'll do that afterwards. Let's place some stuff down first of all. Objects, where are we? So it's pretty much tables here. We can do fresh fruit, fresh veg, fresh bread. Is the food shelf? We can do anything nice on there as well. So you might put some normal shelves in there as well, because breakfast cereal, juices, things like that, still would probably happen in a bit of a farmer's market type place. I'm thinking like muesli, that kind of thing. Checkout wise, we're going to have you coming down and out, I think, like that. So we'll do that there. Shame you can't mirror them. It'd be nice if the queue was on the other side of this one, but alas, it won't be. Alas, didn't think you'd see it. Alas, in a YouTube video this week, did you? Okay, let's do that, and that. And I'm quite happy for these to be a little bit more separated, because I think, that's the sort you would have them spread out a little so you could really see what was on the shelves. And then we'll have a row. Oh, we haven't put storage in this place. That is something we're going to have to do. I'll tell you what we'll do then. We'll finish this little space off here with some storage down the side, if we can afford it. We might not be able to afford it. Now we need 15 grand for that little building. Wowee. Oh, my word. We're going to have to hold on. Let's finish off the building in here then. Objects, shelf. And we'll just have a run of these along the back here, I think. And we can put some stuff on those. Oh, that was very quick. Well done. And well, there's no move, is there? I want to actually move those ones down. So let's go to build, remove objects. I want you all removed, please. And I want you actually there. Be much happier with that. Thank you. Very good. Okay, so let's assign this to be a... let's draw it though. Assign that to be a store. That's store 26. Have we been paid yet? Yes, we have. So we should just about be able to afford the storage area. I mean, it's going to be tight. Foundations. Let's see if we can do it. 15 grand. It's going to leave us with 900 quid, which is pretty crazy, but it's enough just to do what we want to do. So let's go to objects. How much are our staff doors? 200, so we can build. We can build staff doors as well. There and there. Okay, great. So at least we've got storage for it now. So let's assign storage to it. That's great. And then we can manage and link it all up. So store 26. Assign storage. And we'll open you till 8 PM, I think is probably about right. So we'll have a cashier. We've got any decent cashiers? No, we've got a decent store clerk there, so we'll get you in. Now, let's see if that's given us a decent cashier. It hasn't, but Tim Cameron, if he looks like the sort of person to work in a farmer's market, I don't know who else does. And we'll have another cashier. Oh, Ron Cannon. You can come in as well and work for us. From 12. Good stuff. Oops, wrong one. We need to... Well, we haven't even decided what's going to go on the shelf here, have we? So we need to sort that out. Okay. So let's what the food options are: fruit, veg, and bread. So let's have 2 fruit, 2 bread, or 2 veg even, sorry. And 2 breads. They're going to be the main sort of crux of the store. Okay, but then along here we can have, let's have a look what we would have. Canned, yeah, there would be canned food. You know, some canned stuff. Sauces and seasonings definitely is the sort of thing you would find in this. I'm thinking like a really sort of, a bit posh, this sort of place. This is a bit posh. This is where you come if you've got a bit of cash. Cereals, muesli, things like that. We'll have some regular sliced bread as well. And then I think we should have some pasta to go along with that as well. And we can have tea and coffee. What else? I mean, I guess candies, you know, we can imagine they're sort of posh candies. And let's do some gourmet pet food as well, why not? Right, let's get it open. And hopefully we should get people delivering. No, we won't. Spot the deliberate mistake. Oh, well, they are doing it, bless them, but they're coming from a mile away to do it because we don't have a back door on here. Let's build that straight away. Do you know what? Let's put a double door. I don't think punters will use it. In fact, no, let's not do that. Let's do a double staff door like that. Okay, great. And then we'll finish off with a bit of a road. Can we afford it? Must be built on existing. Oh, no, it's got road selected, sorry. There we go. As soon as that gets built, we'll do a loading zone here. And then staff parking all the way down. These poor sides, look where they're coming from. They're coming all the way around here. As soon as this gets built, there we go, we can put that there. And then we can have staff parking down the back. Oh, we don't quite have enough for staff parking down the back. Let's just do a couple like that. And go into debt instead. Okay, it's open. Oh, people are flooding to the place. Well, not really flooding, but you know, they're coming in pretty thick and fast. Again, it doesn't look that great yet. We'll do a little bit more work to make it look nice and tidy. But at least it's operational. There we go. So we finished our little sort of mini strip down here. I mean, we could even add a little road coming off. Oh, we were going to leave that open, but the bus stop's there now, so never mind. We could even bring a little road down here just to join it all up, make it a little bit easier for our staff to get to. Or we could end up building something down here. Who knows? The game really is open for us to do lots of different things. But like I said, I'm going to leave the game running a little while before our next episode, so we've got plenty of cash, so we can finally build this out, have a huge department store, and hopefully take a little bit of the stress off some of our busier, smaller shops down here and up here. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, give us a like. It really does help out the channel. And if you're not already, don't forget to subscribe. Any thoughts, comments, queries or suggestions, pop them down below. And if you fancy a chat, you can find me on Twitter. I'm at JontySparrow. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.